So this is Ubuntu running on the Nexus 4. This is the welcome screen. It's the first screen you see when you power on the device. So what we have in the middle here is called the infographic, and what that does is it shows information about how the device is being used. So it shows things like how many text messages you sent, how many phone calls, how many pictures you've taken, and we also provide an easy way for app developers to tie into this as well. So to get out of the welcome screen, you can either swipe from the left to get the launcher, and from there you can launch any of your favorite apps, or you can hit the Ubuntu button to go home.
So this is the home button?
Yep, this is the home button. Or you can also swipe from the right to get home as well. So this is what we call the app scope. It shows all of the recent running apps as well as your installed apps, and it will also show apps that are available for download.
So there is a dedicated Ubuntu store where you can actually go and download applications for this phone?
Yes. So when you search for an app, if it's not installed on your system, it'll show up in the App Store, and you can install it directly from there. So you don't need a separate application store app. You just install it directly from the App Store.
So this device is running Ubuntu OS. Which version of OS it is running as of now?
So it's running an Ubuntu version that's based off of 14.04.
14.04?
Yep, which is going to be released in April of 2014.
In April it will come.
Yep.
So when we can expect the phone to come in the market? And where it will come? In which countries it will come?
So I'm not sure which countries it's going to be shipped in. One of the first two hardware partners are BQ, who's based in Spain, and Meizu, who's based in China.
Okay.
And those will be shipping before the end of 2014.
Okay.
So all of the navigation is done from swiping from different edges. Each edge has its own function. And we do that so that we don't have to take up space with a back and a home button at the bottom of the screen, because we want the content to be shown as much as possible. So swiping from the left shows the launcher, and from there you can launch any of your favorite apps or go back home by hitting the home button. Swiping up from the bottom shows the toolbar, which is application-specific actions and menu items.
Okay.
Swiping from the top will show either indicators or notifications, and from there you can actually change a lot of the settings on your phone. You can log into a wireless network, you can change the screen brightness. And the right edge is for application navigation, so switching between different apps.
So all those applications which are running in the background, you can actually switch in between them from the right edge.
Yep. So a long swipe shows all of your running apps, and from there you can choose which one to bring to the front.
Okay. Can you launch the camera?
Sure.
And then we can start building phones
it seems to be frozen.
So we think they're probably the first phones that won't have that experience.
So this is how you can kill all applications?
Yep, you press and hold it from the app scope, and then you can close it out.
You're very welcome.
Okay.
I'm curious about the maps. Maps.
Okay, the OS is right now under development, right?
Sure. Right. And so we have a stable channel that has our latest release that's undergone all of our automated and manual testing. So the version that we're showing right now is what we consider our proposed version, which is our freshest code that hasn't undergone all the testing and fixes yet.
So how do you plan to open it for the developers so that they can make applications for this platform?
So we already have an SDK available to developers, and the entire operating system is also open source.
So it's an SDK.
So is it some sort of Linux which is running on this device?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ubuntu is a Linux distribution.
Okay, on this phone is this?
I know their service, so I was just curious.
Can you show some other things of the phone? Settings and all? How much storage does it have?
Sure. So
how much what?
like
okay, maybe something about the software. anything?
Sure. So this is the music scope. It shows all of the local music on the device, and you can even play it from here. You don't need to launch a specific app. And it also will show online music as well. So this could, right now it's showing Groove Shark, but it could aggregate results from any different music provider.
So does HTML5 apps can run on this?
Yes.
Full-time based.
Yep. So native apps are written in QML, but it also supports native HTML5 apps as well as Cordova apps.
Do you have any other app that has integrated the SDK?
So we also have the video scope, which again aggregates local content along with online sources.
What it actually takes to do an SDK on Ubuntu?
And so here we have what we call the summary of scopes. So from here you can launch any specific scope. So if you want to check the weather, you can launch the weather channel scope,
is this like
and it'll bring up the weather for wherever you are based on your IP. Of course, it needs adequate wireless, which we don't seem to have here.
Or you would be integrating with Qt.
Now we have 3G, so that makes
Qt,
Okay, to bring up the weather as per your location, right?
Is there information already?
And you can also search for weather anywhere else in the world as well.
And GPS navigation is also possible on this phone?
Yes.
Is there,
And so some other scopes that we have are the Amazon, eBay, and Wikipedia scope. So if you just want to search Wikipedia, you can launch Wikipedia scope. So say you want more information on Barcelona, you can search Barcelona, and again, provided that there's actually a network connection, it'll load up.
And so we do our development.
Okay, so I'll check. That's it?
Well, that's the short demo.
Okay, thank you so much.